I start my videos off by saying hi, fans. Would you like to join me?
Yes.
1, 2, 3. Hi, fans. Okay, fans, today I am talking to my friend Sam. Well,
that's me.
Almost friend. Because I have to interview him first.
Yeah.
Sam.
Yes.
I'm going to tell you the origin story of Lydia, obviously.
Okay, tell me.
Okay. So I would just post fun videos for my friends to look at and be like, wow, look at Lydia being a dork.
Yeah.
And then there was one time where I was like, wow, what if I smoked a cigarette for the first time? And filmed it.
Great decision making.
Yeah. I was in a bad point in my life. I was like, you know what? Let's do some self-destructive behavior.
Yeah.
And put it on YouTube.
Okay.
I put it on YouTube, and friends were like, haha, funny, you're smoking a cigarette for the first time, you're not even smoking it right. It just kept getting more and more views. Like, at the end of the week, it had 17,000 views.
God damn.
And I was like, why does it have views? And then I'm reading the comments.
Yeah.
And I realized that smoking cigarettes is a fetish.
Is it?
And now it has almost 2 million views.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Holy shit.
Do you want to intro yourself to the fans at all before we start the interview?
Sure. I'm a super interesting guy. My name is Sam Rice.
Do you want to plug your Insta?
Yeah, I forgot what it is.
Isn't it sam.g.rice?
That's what it is. Sam.g.rice.
Let me tell the audience what I know about Sam before this interview.
I like that.
Here's what I know about
flatter
Sam.
me, maybe.
Yeah. Sam likes cars. Sam likes watches. Sam likes watching cars. Sam has a good sense of humor.
Very true.
Sam has a good sense of style.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Sam has fake teeth.
Not true. It is true.
Sam is a leader.
Am I?
I would say so.
I'm a leader.
Yeah.
Sweet.
And finally, Sam is a Capricorn.
Okay. You're pretty much spot on, other than the Capricorn.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, let's jump right in.
Okay, let's jump in. I feel like I need to, there.
You're fine. Your first question.
My first question.
What are your favorite movies?
That is a very good question, because I watched a really crazy movie recently
I'm ready.
I didn't like watching, but I have to mention it.
Was it Beau is Afraid?
No.
Oh.
A movie by a director named Gaspar Noé. It's a movie called Enter the Void.
Okay.
And it's fucking crazy. It's really boring, but the subject matter's wild.
What's the subject matter? Or should I go in not knowing anything?
You should, but I'll tell you a little bit,
Okay.
because I would honestly not recommend watching this movie. It is such a
Oh,
chore.
then tell me about it.
It is 3 hours long.
Awful.
Like trip sequences that are really quiet and really slow. They're interesting, but they do it 6 times. So after a while, you get really annoyed. The ending's really terrible, too. The dude wants to fuck his sister the whole time. Okay,
Wait, this sounds...
It sounds
great.
really interesting.
Yeah. Wait, was this on Pornhub?
No.
Oh, okay.
But it is a very Pornhub-like movie.
Is there sex in it?
A lot.
Yes!
It is mostly sex. The ending of the movie, you're probably going to have to bleep this fucking part out because it's so explicit. But the ending of the movie literally shows the inside of a... That's part of the ending of the movie.
Awesome.
It would be if the movie was 90 minutes long. The director's kind of a fucking, weirdo.
Okay.
He's like a French director, so, French
it's not
directors.
Lars von Trier.
No, I like his movies, too.
Love Lars von Trier movies.
He's a fucking Nazi, but...
Is he?
Yeah, oh yeah. So I'll answer your question now for real. My favorite ever movie is Blade Runner 2049.
Funny.
I am obsessed with the universe of Blade Runner.
Okay.
But the first movie, to be honest, hasn't aged very well. Every single frame in that movie looks like a fucking painting. That was kind of all I had to say, really.
Blade Runner 2048.
Blade Runner 2049.
9, excuse me.
Don't get that wrong. Honestly, I don't watch a ton of movies.
I don't watch on either.
Yeah.
But I did
I
just
like
get the Alamo Drafthouse monthly pass.
I love Alamo Draft.
I love it. My friends are like, no, it's too expensive. I'm like, but I want to go.
Yeah,
I like this stuff before the movie.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good answer.
Yeah, thanks.
What's something you learned recently? Could be about you, your environment, a fun fact, something you heard.
God, why is this so hard? I learn about
I
things
try to
all the
ask
time.
myself this every week.
Yeah, recently, I was researching, kind of, I wouldn't call it researching, looking at art galleries and stuff.
Yeah.
I was learning about Dadaism.
What's that?
You haven't heard Dada? Oh, amazing art. The most famous piece of Dadaist art that you've ever seen, you've probably seen it, is early 1900s, in the teens. There was this artist who put a urinal on a pedestal in a gallery.
Okay.
And it just said, Armut 1917 on the urinal. People were so mad at the fact that this artist considered it art that they destroyed it.
That was the point, though.
It wasn't initially the point,
Okay.
but it also, that's the idea of this kind of art.
Performance art, almost?
It's not, because it's not supposed to be,
Okay.
but the fact that happened
the reaction is
that becomes part of the art, you know what I mean? And that kind of shit
Like the banana taped on the wall?
I love that shit. Partly, one of the reasons why I love it so much.
Yeah.
This is a really interesting fact about Nazis. So, we love them here, right?
No.
Friends of the channel.
Absolutely not. In fact, I'm changing my intro to, hey fans, not Nazis.
So they were into art that they stole, right?
Yeah.
But they were really picky about art because they were fascists. So they needed, like, really, like, Victorian...
Just, like, traditional...
Yeah. And they had what was called, it was degenerate art is what they called
What's
it.
that?
And that was like the impressionist art and the art made by Jewish people and people of color and like queer people and stuff. Like, it's weird because they put that in that box as like, this is a bad thing. Yeah. But it's, like, to me, like, that's the most expressionful.
Of course!
So it says so much about history, and there are people who are, like, aligning with the, like... Yeah. If it doesn't have technical power, it's not, like, a good piece of art. Okay. And, like, people are doing that nowadays, and it's like... Maybe you should look back at history a little bit.
Yeah, you're a Nazi.
But anyway, yeah.
What are your thoughts on candles?
I love candles.
Good thoughts on candles.
Yeah.
Do you put on your shirt or pants first?
Pants.
I think I put pants on first as well.
It does depend, though.
Because you got to put the belt on and then you tuck in.
Yeah, I don't wear pants with belts very often anymore.
Good for you.
Thank you. But I wear sweatpants a lot of the time. So.
Oh, I love sweatpants.
Yeah, I wear my joggers, man. I love them. Okay. Can't get enough.
Okay, pants. Since the last time you peed in the shower?
I think, probably last week.
Not recently.
I don't think so. I mean, it's pretty recent. Last week.
Yeah.
Yes, it only makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
It only makes sense.
Yeah.
And I don't see people are so grossed out about it, man.
It's like, it's like you're like pooping in the shower.
It's not like you're pooping in the shower.
And there is way worse shit that can go down your drain than pee, dude.
Entirely. What are your thoughts on the monarchy?
Like any monarchy? Or like
the British monarchy.
I mean, I don't like them.
Yeah.
Like, what's the point of spending tax dollars on making like this family live in luxury? It's kind of weird.
Yeah, I think it's weird as well.
Yeah, and they live like the weirdest lifestyle too. It's like really old school shit, or like they don't even drive. Like, what do they do for fun?
Okay, next question.
All right.
Why do you like cars so much?
It's a good question.
Do you know the answer?
Not really.
Okay.
I've kind of, ever since I was a little kid, I've really liked cars.
Cool.
I was always into, like, when I was a kid, I really, really liked sports cars.
Like that one?
That's a motorcycle.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, I like sports cars a lot, and I also liked, I don't know, like the old 50s cars and stuff. And over time, my taste has totally changed for like weird, like foreign cars that look like they don't belong here.
Sure.
And like cars that are considered junk nowadays, like a good Geo Metro. I will I'll freak out about a good Geo Metro, especially a convertible one. And there's a website I like to go on that's by this YouTuber. It's called Cars and Bids, and they sell like enthusiast cars. And they will have the weirdest shit I've ever seen on
Really? That's really fun.
I want them all. But I don't know the total answer to that. I just like, I think part of it is that they have like a kind of emotion to them. Obviously they're not alive, but they have certain personalities to them.
I understand that.
You know what I mean?
Next question.
All right.
Have you ever had a paranormal experience?
I wish. I've not. I do not believe in ghosts.
You
I wish I did. I wish I did.
That's so boring.
But no, I don't believe in ghosts.
Why?
Because I never had an experience.
So if you did, you would be like, yep.
If something happened to me that I was 100% certain was a ghost, of course.
So, dude, you gotta listen to this one podcast. It'll change your mind.
I'm not gonna believe anything anybody says. That's the problem. I'm very like, I gotta see it, I gotta experience it, or I don't believe it. Like, I believe in aliens, but that's because of math. You know?
I actually had a pseudo UFO experience last week.
Last week?
Yeah. I was up north with my boyfriend. The last night we were there, he's like, do you want to open the window so we can listen to the sounds at night while we're falling asleep? I was like, yeah, that sounds wonderful. So I opened the window and the AC unit was on, and he's like, is that still okay? I said, yeah, it's fine. Like, it'll turn off, but it's like white noise for now.
Yeah.
And it turns off, and I'm like, okay, let me listen for the sounds. And I don't hear anything. And then I go to the screen, and I hear like asynchronous banging.
Okay.
Metal banging.
Okay.
We're like on a huge part of land.
Yeah.
It sounds like somebody banging a empty paint can with one of those paint stirrers. No other nature sounds going on. That's just the only sound going. It went on for hours, and in my head it's like, if this was a normal nature sound, would have been other nature sounds going on. And then we saw these weird lights. They weren't bright. It looked like they could have been like really strong fireflies, but we were seeing fireflies and they looked different than the fireflies. So much so that when I was recording them, you could see the bright lights that we saw at the top of the trees, and when I was filming there was some fireflies, but those weren't bright enough to get caught on my camera. Okay. But the other one was.
Yeah. You know what freaked me out more though than aliens?
What?
If that was people doing all that.
I was thinking like this could be weird KKK meeting or something.
Yeah,
we're
or
in,
like
the
just freaks in the woods, you know.
Right. But in my head it's like people eventually end up in a rhythm. There was no rhythm to this, and I have no idea what it was.
Weird.
Good answer. Do you like magic tricks?
I love magic tricks.
Do you want to see a magic trick?
Yeah.
Okay. How many times do you want me to shuffle?
I'm just impressed that you have the dexterity for that.
Still an ordinary deck of cards.
It does appear that way.
I want you to cut the deck in two, leave them in two piles.
Okay.
The fourth card in this pile is going to tell me the fourth card in this pile.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Queen. Okay. Queen of spades.
Yep.
Yes.
It's going to be the 5 of spades.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So the fourth card is going to be the 5 of spades.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is the 5 of spades.
Mm-hmm.
God damn, that's cool.
I know. Show the camera.
It's 5 of fucking spades.
How'd I do that?
That's fucking crazy.
I know.
Damn, I'm impressed.
Thank
That's awesome.
you. Got another one?
Yeah.
Okay. Finally, pick a number between 5 and 10.
Okay.
Okay. What was the country?
Denmark.
What was the animal?
Leopard.
And what was the number?
7.
Is this your card?
No.
Oh, it's because I forgot to say the magic words. Denmark leopard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Hell.
Fuck.
It's the Ace of Spades.
The Ace of Spades.
You know that song? Alright, so let me ask you this. Did you ask me the question about the animal, the country, and the number to distract
Absolutely.
me? Okay.
Absolutely.
Like that.
Yep. I'm not good at sleight of hand, so I need to distract.
It works, especially with me. I'm very easily distracted.
Good.
Yeah.
Maybe not good.
Maybe not good.
Good for magicians.
Good for magicians, bad for driving.
I'm gonna put this under my dress.
Okay.
Think of 2 suits.
2 suits?
Yeah, 2.
Card suits. Okay.
Tell them.
To you?
Yep.
Hearts, spades.
So that leaves.
It leaves clubs and aces.
Diamonds.
Right? Diamonds. Fucking
So diamonds.
diamonds.
Name
Aces.
5 high-level value cards.
Okay, 10, 7, 8.
Okay, so out of those, pick one.
Okay, 7.
Okay, so 7 of diamonds.
7 of diamonds, sure.
How many cards do you want me to pull from under my dress until I get to the 7 of diamonds?
1. That's awesome.
I know!
I love that.
Do you know how I did it?
No, knowing magic, it's a cool skill because it makes the other person look like a fucking dumbass.
It does, and it's also if you're at a party and you don't want to talk to anyone, you just pull up the cards.
Yeah.
And you just make everyone look like a dumbass. And everyone's like, you're so cool. It's like, I know. And finally, what's your favorite YouTube video of mine?
This one.
Wow, good answer. That's genius. Do you have any follow-up questions or for me?
Yeah.
Want to write them down?
Sure.
While you're writing those questions down,
Yeah.
time to light up.
Oh, hell yeah. American spirits.
Yeah, they're just the least gross to me.
Like how you keep the lighter in there like a true smoker.
Duh.
Duh. Okay.
Didn't work. Are you going to pass them to me?
I'm going to slide it over to you.
I have to ask myself.
Okay, I'll ask you.
Okay, I'm ready. Ask you questions, bitch.
All right, first question. Does Bruno Mars is gay?
I don't care.
Okay. Shrimps is bugs?
Yeah,
Okay. Sup?
just having a good time.
Yeah, with your American spirits.
With my American spirit.
Yeah. Smells good. Congratulations.
That was it?
Yeah. Sorry, I was trying to be insightful, but like you put so much thought into it and you made me like get so introspective that it's hard for me to like make questions. It seems so selfish. So shell. Okay, what's your favorite fish? What's your favorite aquatic?
Arapaima.
What's that?
Do you ever watch River Monsters?
Yeah. That
So-
guy's cool.
Jeremy Wade.
Jeremy Wade.
Jeremy Wade.
He's fucking
I'm an
awesome.
expert angler.
I can catch any fish.
He can catch any fish.
can.
So the arapaima is an Amazonian fish, gets real big. Its tongue is a bone.
Sweet.
So when it eats other fish, it just crushes it on the top of its mouth. And it can breathe air.
What? Damn.
And they have lungs. They're the fish that rammed into his chest and made him lose like 8% of his heart value or something.
Damn.
Everyone
I
never shows
lost
that.
my heart, part of it.
Because this arapaima broke my heart. I gave her a ring and she said, fuck you,
Wouldn't
mate.
be the first time a fish broke my heart.
My favorite part is when he's getting rowed in by someone and they're rowing him into like some part of something and he turns around and he goes, we're here.
He's like the Zach Bagans of fishing.
Oh my god! Oh yes! Well, let's talk about Ghost Adventures.
I love Ghost Adventures.
You don't believe in ghosts?
Fuck no.
Anyways, I went to Zach Bagans' Haunted Museum. We get there at 10 a.m. I'm ready to go.
Early, yeah.
My dad and I are ready to go.
How big is this museum?
It's a house.
Okay.
But it's a big house.
Okay.
Probably like that.
The size of that whole building?
Yeah.
God damn, that's a big ass house.
It is a big ass house.
That's not just a big house, that's a big ass house.
When you're in there, you don't really know where you are.
Okay.
Which is similar to House on the Rock.
I love House on the Rock. We've talked about
House on the Rock.
Yeah.
Our tour guide is like this really tall, white guy, 5 o'clock shadow already. It's 10:30. 13 of us in the group. I don't know all these people. I don't know any of these people. We're in this like first chamber where there's like a bunch of like puppets and like, kitschy kind of, ooh, haunted.
Horror, yeah.
And there's, those Zoltar, like, really,
the magician guys?
Yeah,
not the magician.
the fortune-telling guys.
Yeah.
There's one of those, but it's Zach Bagans.
That's so cool.
And it is really cool.
Does it look like him with the faux hawk and the affliction shirt?
Well, he's got a top hat on.
Oh, top, okay.
Dude, this season's been so fucking crazy.
The latest one?
Yeah.
I'm behind.
Do you not have Max?
No.
What are you watching?
I legally acquire all my media.
Anyways, can hardly fit in the room. And so someone bonks into the Zach Bagans thing and it starts going off.
Yeah.
Gabe was in the middle of his spiel. Gabe's our tour guide. And so we stopped.
Do I wait for him to talk?
Yeah. And it goes on for like a minute and a half.
Really?
And Gabe's just sitting there like...
He has probably heard that 10 billion times.
And as soon as Zach Bagans stops, he goes, "May I continue?" It's like, holy shit, we're in for a fucking... We just started. It's 10:30.
Dude's a fucking vampire.
Maybe this is a bit.
Yeah, I'd buy that.
We got to go in the basement where there's supposedly human sacrifices. I don't know. They didn't show evidence of human sacrifices, just that there was a pentagram, spray painted on the ground. You also get to go through this little tunnel, and there's speakers with people screaming. You don't need to go through the tunnel.
Total kitschy horror stuff.
I was like, why are you buying into this, Zach? I thought this was supposed to be like your like magnum opus of here's why ghosts are real.
Totally cheesy.
A lot of it was.
Yeah, but cheesy shit's fun.
It is fun, and it was still very good and very fun, and there was still validity to some of the stuff.
Yeah.
That some people believe in.
Some.
You know who Dr. Kevorkian is?
I don't think so.
Dr. Kevorkian used to do quote-unquote assisted suicides.
Oh, okay.
I think a lot of the people are like terminally ill patients, which I think it needs to be an option safely. But he did it out of his van.
Nice. I'm curious what his method was.
It was some sort of injection.
Okay, the mind wonders what he was, He could have injected anything. He could have injected gasoline.
He could have injected gasoline.
Not very economically friendly.
No, absolutely not. Zach has Dr. Kevorkian's van.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah, we're in the chamber before we get to the van room. Art from Dr. Kevorkian. He's a very good artist.
Of course he is.
Yeah. All of a sudden, I feel very faintish. My dad thinks they were pumping oxygen into the room.
Can you imagine if they were doing that?
Because it smelled like there was a smell. The house has a smell, and it's not just a house smell. It's like they're putting fragrance in there somewhere.
Really?
It's like the people that would come out of the house smelled like they had perfume on them.
Weird.
From the house. So I don't know.
Okay.
I started to feel like I was about to faint. I've never fainted before, but I've gotten very close, so I know what the symptoms are. My vision went blurry and kind of like the snow screen on TV. Mm-hmm. My hearing went, and it felt like I was underwater. And my knees got all weak, and I was really dizzy. It got to the point where I was like, Dad, I'm not feeling well. And then our tour guide goes, is anyone feeling ill? And I said, yeah! Apparently, one of the last victim of Dr. Kevorkian supposedly changed his mind in the last moments of him dying. And so what he likes to do is he likes to make women faint. So only
What's
women...
the connection there?
I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe he's making them feel the way he felt when he was dying.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Apparently only women have fainted in that room. And I was like, damn, I was about to be one of them. But what I learned from Riverdale is if you build a brick wall in your brain, Percival can't get in.
Can't let Percival in.
No. So I built a brick wall and kept bending my knees so I didn't lose any circulation, and I made it.
And Kevorkian's victim could not get in.
Correct.
What if he was gonna give you superpowers?
See, part of me wonders, should I have let myself faint? Because then it'd be like paranormal.
I would. I totally. I can see in the moment why you wouldn't have done that.
Right. I still felt really sick, and they even have a water cooler in the next room for you, so people could.
The Zach Bagans water cooler.
Yeah, I felt better after that, but in my head, I felt completely better after I went into the Satanist basement.
It just brings all the energy back.
Yeah, it brought me back up, man.
Yeah.
I don't know what that says about me.
Hey, that says that you're cool in my book. I
mean, I smoke ciggies. I must be cool.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude.
You're choking those down.
Yeah. I was gonna eat it, but I didn't want to spend the rest of the show like with.
Yeah, no, that would be a bad
That'd be a bad idea.
Yeah.
So they have a bunch of wax heads from the Winchester House. I don't know why the Winchester House still doesn't have them, if it's still like an operating thing. I don't know. Like a little chamber area. And so Gabe's going on about the Winchester House, doing his spiel. And again, like if someone interrupts him, he's like... And then he has to go back and figure out where he was. And so he's talking, and then all of a sudden, what I think happened was there's supposed to be like a timer on this trap door that opens.
Oh.
I don't know. It was ill-timed because he was still in the middle of his spiel. And so it opens, and he goes... Never mind. And Gabe's like, here is your final room. And then he closes it and leaves. I don't know where he went. So in my head, he's like, he was a ghost himself. Oh. We walk out, and I was like, I don't know where Gabe is, but we see another tour guide.
Yeah.
In my head, I was like, oh, maybe he's doing the spiel too, right? And so I was walking by, I was like, hey, what's this doll? He's like, oh, this is Lily the doll. She's fucking creepy. Here's some of the evidence we got.
Did you ever see Gabe again after he vanished?
No.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I wonder if he does that every tour.
It's a good bit.
To me, he sounds like the perfect tour guide for something like that.
This is true.
Like, as much as I'd like a tour guide, it's like, this is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Not great for the Zach Bagans tour. Or maybe
the
guy that you saw that was enthusiastic,
he
was your tour guide the whole time, but you just saw Gabe.
Because of Dr. Kevorkian.
Because of Dr. Kevorkian.
So the lesson learned here today, kids. Be into watches. Be into smoking.
Especially that.
And meet a friend named Sam.
Yep. A really cool one.
Anything you want to say before I sign off?
Yeah. sam.g.rice on Instagram. You'll see my stories and probably nothing else.
Bye, fuckers.
Bye, fuckers.
That's what
Fans?
I say.
Okay, bye, fuckers.
I end with bye, fuckers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fuckers.
Bye. Thanks, Sam.
Of course. That was awesome.